The 3Ds, written and narrated by Blue Productions. With Thomas and Nigel arriving and Frederick being sent away, Sodor had been running well, but the express didn't have an engine. Edward couldn't pull it, Thomas was shunting, Henry was sick as boiler sludge, and Nigel was already being backed up with looking after his and Henry's work. Edward was speaking to Neil at Knapford. "Hello, Neil. How's life on the S&M? "Ugh, it's all right. Clive and Matt are doing what they have to do. How's your part of Sodor?" "Ugh, where do I begin? We don't have an express engine, so we have to use 2 engines when Nigel isn't busy." "Well, you don't have to worry no more, Edward. I have bought an engine from the Great Northern Railway. He's a prototype engine called Gordon. Make sure you make him feel welcome." "Will do, sir. Thank you." Edward's guard blew the whistle and he pulled the train up the line to Crosby. There he saw a big blue engine talking to Whiff, the station pilot. "Why do you need those glasses anyway? You can't even see those buffers over there? Ha 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 ha." "Hey, you shouldn't talk to him like that. If he wasn't there, you wouldn't shunt your own trains." "And who do you think you are?" the engine boomed. "You are lucky to speak to an engine like me." Edward chuckled to himself. "Are you pulling that train over there? If so, you better be quick." "And why is that?" "Because we've been stationary for 20 minutes. We'd rather walk or take the bus. At least we won't be still." The blue engine went red in the face. Edward puffed away, holding in his laughter. Meanwhile, Thomas was shunting when Gordon puffed in, still red in the face. Thomas was shocked, not only by the engine, but by the coaches. Him, mostly working with trucks, never saw such interesting coaches. "Hello, I'm Thomas. Let me take my coaches at once. I'm going to the shed." Thomas did what he said. It reminded him of his old railway. "What a stupid "Watch it, Thomas," remarked his driver. Gordon saw Henry in the shed. He recognized that he was a similar class to him. "Finally, a smart engine. How do you do?" "I'm bright as a rainbow, mate," said Henry blandly. "Good to hear. You're very similar to my brother Robert. You probably wouldn't have seen him before. He works for the Royals." "Well, so fascinating. Sorry, I'm a bit under the weather." "Shame. You'd probably be a good steamer." They started to talk like old friends. Henry had become conceited from Gordon's boasting. As if his name was said 3 times, Robert appeared. "Robert, good to see you. It was like if you were following me to my new home." "It's because I was. That was the plan." Gordon shot in a look. Luckily, Henry wasn't paying attention. "I say we should get some rest. Us big engines need lots of that." "But it's not even 12 yet. Why should we rest? I need to pull a goods train soon." "A goods train? You should never do such a thing. That fat man with a hat can go do one if such an important engine is going to be doing such demeaning work. It's disgraceful. Disgusting," put in Robert. "Despicable?" stuttered Henry. "Attaboy, Henry. You're one of us now. Sodor's 3 big engines." Edward and Thomas came to the shed. Nigel had to take Henry's train, as the big engines had fallen asleep. "Would you like to do the honours?" "Yes, please." Thomas whistled, loud and long. "Wake up, lazy bones." "Oh, no, there's 2 of you." "And Henry, what are you doing with such stupid engines?" "These stupid engines are my friends, Edward. If you don't like it, then shove off."